Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm doing another nude edition. Oh, sorry, did you see my shorts? So I'm on top of my roof, and do you hear that? That's the sound of an air conditioner running. That is that air conditioner. What you don't hear is this air conditioner running. And the reason is because, as you can probably tell by the caption, is I think I've got a problem with my bearing. I need to put some oil on my bearing, and it is somewhat seized up. I will say this, when we turn it on, it sure makes a loud squealing noise. But I'm about to dive into it and take you along with me if you want to learn more about it. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Come along, and be sure to like and subscribe, as we're just going to get into the Coolest Life DIY edition. So let's get to it. Basics. Let's get rid of these 4 screws. I got rid of that one, this one, which these, if you have one of these 25 watt trickle charges, what these are, they're going to have a spacer in here. See, that's a spacer right there. So pull that screw out and be reminded that there's a spacer in there. So I will say this, I typically use a drill to get them out, but not to put them back. I normally put them back by hand because I don't want nothing stripped or anything else. So I'm going to take this cover here off. Well, I got that thing off. Come on, good enough. And here's my system here. As you can see, there's some rust on here, so I'd imagine some rust in there too. I did put some PB Blaster in there about a month ago, which is alcohol based. Not a good idea. It's actually pretty gunky there. I'm going to end up taking this off, so I got to get this frame here off, and this whole thing should slide out. If not, I'm going to end up taking this thing off and seeing what's hooking it together. Definitely, you got to turn the thing off, breaker, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So do as I say, not as I do, which I'm doing now. But it does seem to be spinning. That's good. So it does have free spin in it, which is what I want. But let's dive into this thing a little bit more. Oh, some of the tools before I do that. Be sure you have one of those. I like Ryobi. I just do. I don't know why. I would say if you can get a Ryobi, get yourself a Milwaukee. Klein, get you a Klein screwdriver. This is an awesome screwdriver. It's more than just a multi-end piece, because this piece here and this piece down here at this end is a different size. So you can actually fit those onto square nuts. Yeah, and then that's a different size square nut there. And that's a different size square nut at this end. Isn't it amazing? I don't know how they do all that. But anyway, I think of a whole lot of different things to make the tool a little more versatile. But yeah, Klein screwdriver. I think these are like $16 or something, but well worth every penny. And have you a socket set on hand just in case you need it. I hope I don't need it, but we'll see. Well, I got the screws out, but of course this thing's not going to go. Now there is a piece of film on the other side of this, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. As much as I hate to, because isn't this beautiful? I did this at the last video I did. Put this aluminum tape on there. It's beautiful. Unfortunately, I want to tear the bulk of it off and try to tape it back up. So I'm going to take out. I'm not going to take off this side if I don't have to. This is actually one piece here, and then this is one piece here, and this is one piece here, and there's another piece on the other side. Looks like this one here. It's opposite brother. But I am going to take out this screw, and if there's a screw here, which doesn't look like there is, I think on the other side there's a screw here. This one, and this one, and then I don't think I have to. I got 3 screws across the front that I need to take off. Which, let me get over there, like my bolt holder. But I'm gonna take off this screw here, this one down here. Can you see that? Oh, there it is. This one down here. There's also one there and there. These are flaps that help your cowl, the plastic thing. They actually kind of hook on. They slide down here. They kind of hook on this to keep it from flapping up once you tighten it down good. But there's a screw under here, so I take it. So I got a few screws to take out. I do not need to take out these. These basically hold a control board on the inside. You don't need to ever take out these unless you're replacing that control board. So leave these alone. Just the bottom ones, the ones going up the seam, and of course down the other side. Well, what had happened was, because I got so much rust in here off this pole. You can see this is where the fan is supposed to be. I had to undo this, which is my clamp, and it did not want to slide. So I finally got it slid, and then I ended up having to take off this cowl here, which is where this fan goes into there, in order to jimmy it out of that spot, that hole there. So I did get it, and now I have got to take this off and access screws, which means I got to take this piece off. Seems easy enough. Of course, the other seems easy enough too. And then I get access those screws so that I can get to this. And what I'm trying to do is open this up. There's either a bearing here or there's a bearing on the other side that's making my noise. So, look, it's like I got a piece that's broke off there. That's not good. But anyway, I guess I'm also gonna clean this. In fact, I may make this a Monday project, which today is Sunday, and I may just go buy me another one of these and just totally replace it. Probably a good idea since I got the thing apart, huh? Well, with a little 3-in-1 oil, which is what I'm going to be using for the main lubricant job, I got that off. And then on top of this was a rubber seal that you need to peel off, and you try to, the rule is to try to peel this off and leave it intact. Don't bring it off in a bunch of pieces, because I'm going to put that back on there. This is actually sticky side, so sticky sides are one of those plastic. I am going to have to bust this plastic in order to get these holes here, but I think I'm going to leave the rest of the plastic on there. Well, what I had found out is once I got in there, I found there had been a mud dauber in there. See that? That's little pieces of his nest. He was actually inside of there is where his nest was. He wasn't there. Nobody was home, I should say, but I was able to scrape all that out of there. I think that's going to be the source of my problem. I am going to go put some 3-in-1 oil on one side, maybe some down there just a little bit. This stuff, 3-in-1 oil, is kind of like stuff you use to clean your gun. That gun oil, I swear that's probably the same stuff. I'm telling you. A little dab of D, you just need a couple of drops. And I think I need 2 drops on that side. And actually, to get this thing off, I stuck 3 drops down there, and it slid right off. So now I'm going to put those screws right back in here like I did these 2. Put the other 2, which goes in here and here. I put that one on top. A little nut that's going to go on top of this. So this is going to go on top of here. And these are going to stick out, and then I'm going to put another nut on top of it. And then I'm going to jimmy it back in there. We'll see how that goes. Well, that went on good. I don't have that one there spaced right. That's actually too far in, so I'm going to adjust that when I get that on. This one here is going to go right back on there. It's probably going to slide on there pretty easily, as it kind of thought it would. We'll get that spaced right, and I'm going to slide it back in there. Put this thing back together. Did find out something. A couple things I learned from this already is I really didn't need to take this off. This could have stayed on. That side piece, which is there, could have stayed on that side there, because I really didn't need to take it off. It may have helped with giving me a little extra room in here, as I did need it to kind of pull it up that way. But and as you can see right there, I scraped that side. So I'm going to put those fans back like I found them. And to that, I'm going to slowly use one of these, nice and easy in there, because you need to be careful with those little wings, those fins you got in there. They need to be nice and smooth. I'm going to do my best to put it back in there as easy as I can. Oh, look, I got a shirt on. Basically because this is the next day. I actually sealed this thing up, this one here, before I did my exit video. But anyway, so here's the exit video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in doing some DIY, I got about 26 different DIY videos as part of this channel, because this channel here, Coolest Life, is basically a channel. It's not just a show. So I got DIY stuff, Masonic stuff, travel stuff, church items, RV park reviews. So you just find the one channel that you like, and you can binge watch all of those. That'd be great. And somehow not to fall off the top of your RV when you're standing on top of it. So try to show you the good with the bad on different things that do happen. So I'm hoping this is going to work. But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all down the road, because I need to get back out here living the coolest life, DIY edition.